So welcome back. This is now our class on blocking. We're going to actually create the headpiece, and we're going to use the block and we're going to use the sinamay. Now first of all, with this sinamay, if you haven't got it ready yet, pause this video, go and get it. If you have got it, then great. You need to make sure you've got this on the cut on the bias. Now I've already got this piece on the bias here, because the bias is where we can get the stretch from. To show you how to find the bias, just imagine this is your sinamay here, and if you get this top edge and we just fold it against this side edge here, so with your big piece of sinamay you just do that and you fold it down, then we know that this is your bias line. Open it up and we've actually got your bias line running through it. So with clothes, when you're making clothes, your straight grain goes down like this, it also goes across like this. And the bias line is a bit that goes diagonally through it. So if you didn't know that, then that's a really quick way of just figuring out where it is. So then I can actually use that. I would use this direction and block with this, so I know the bias is running down this angle here. Also, I'd probably cut a triangle piece off and just use that before with everything else. I would just cut that off and use that. So then this bit that's left over, I then know that this is the bias and I can cut trims and strips from the rest of it. That's what I've done with this one. So we want to cut a strip which is 8 centimetres wide. 8 centimetres will then give you 1.5 centimetres, because when you fold it in and then fold it in again, you're also stretching it slightly. So that just brings the width in and you end up with about 1.5 centimetres. If you did 10 centimetres, you'd end up with 2.5 centimetres, and when you pulled it, you end up with about 2 centimetres or just under 2 centimetres. So 8 is a good number, and then you end up with 1.5 centimetre edging. So I'm just going to cut a strip here which is 8 centimetres. Getting my tape measure, and then just measuring that along. There we have the strip, and we're going to keep that for later. Then we want to actually cut this into 3 layers, because I always put 3 layers on my headpieces. Just makes it a little bit stronger. So depending on what we're doing, if we're doing a button block, then you need to make sure you've got enough that'll go right in underneath the sides, because this one you need to steam it right in under here. If we're using this one, then we just need to make sure we've got enough for whatever we need. I'm not going to be blocking right the way down, I'm just going to be doing the crown top piece. So I think this is a good size. To measure that, I'll cut it about here, and then we'll have 3 other pieces. One piece. Also always make sure that they are on the same grain. So I like it when they're all on the same grain, and then you can pull it and you can stretch it however you like. Some people like to do one grain one way, twist the other grain the other way, and then the other way. When you're doing it like that, you'd have to do 3 layers separately so that you can pull it all and then stiffen it all and make sure it all is nice and strong. You cut yours up, so just cut yours up into 3. Pause this video if you need to, and then come back. 3 pieces, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we're going to start blocking.